What's happening, folks, and welcome to a new style of video. I say a new style, it's actually a different style of video on the FM21 Dortmund Rising series. Don't forget, if you're excited for this episode, hit the like button down below, subscribe if you're new as well. No intro from me on the audio because I'm not on webcam, as you can probably tell. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, second channel down below. Red Dead starting soon on that channel. Hopefully tomorrow, if I can get the game downloaded. It takes 4 hours to download. This is insane. And we're starting on that, and then FIFA might come back as well at some point, but I'm still not quite sure what to do on FIFA. So today it's called what I'm going to call a mid-season report. Now, as you know, at the end of the season we do the season review, where we go for all the stats. I'm thinking of doing this mid-season as well, so you guys can take stock of what's going on. You guys get your opinions in there. Also, it can a little break in the episode so that you can catch up a bit, you know, and that kind of thing. And just try it out, guys. If it's not a thing, then we can always ditch it off and not do it again. But I thought I'd just try something, you know, because sometimes people like to give their thoughts on what's happening with the season and ideas that maybe we could do and that kind of thing. So I thought I'd do this and see how it's received from you guys, really. So yeah, feedback down below is always welcome. So I will say before going any further that this is not got a time limit on it. There is no time limit on these videos. These are videos where I just talk what I want to talk about, and then we end when I'm finished, essentially. So there's no like 20-minute time limit on these. I will say also that this will spoil some fixtures. So if you don't want to see the fixtures results that have happened since the last episode, then obviously you know, click off. But if you're not bothered by that and you want to, you know, keep listening and look at everything in depth, then feel free to stick around. I will show the games again next episode in the usual style. So I'm on the finance screen here, so I didn't spoil anything for you guys who want to avoid spoilers. So I'm assuming by now, if you're still here, you want to see what's going on. So finance screen here, we're in a good place. Really are. We've got £55 million in the bank balance. We've got £5 million to spend on players, which is kind of cool. Not gonna do major business in the January window. The only business I would do is we sell somebody, and then we'll get on to that in a second. So first of all, I'm going to show you the league table and how we're getting on in those games off camera, and where we are currently standing. So as you can see here, we're in a really, really good position. We're 4 points clear of Bayern Munich, which is fantastic, given that Bayern Munich beat us as well. Imagine if we got that draw, it'd been better, wouldn't it? This is exactly what I wanted to have at this point in the season. I want it to be well clear of 5th, and we are well clear of 5th. Because obviously, you know, that's the aim of the season from the board, to get top 4. So we're going to do that, I think. The debate will be whereabouts we finish. Will we finish 2nd or 1st? I can't see us dropping far enough down to go to 3rd. You never know, though, but I can't see us dropping that many points as, you know, we'd need to do to that to happen. And the teams below us gaining that amount of points. So, you know, there's always a two-pronged thing into it with that. So, do go on the league. 1 defeat all season, which was to Bayern Munich. 1 draw against Hoffenheim, which I'm trying to remember that result off the top of my head. I've been in and out of the game recently. I'm trying to deal with those for you guys. So that's why there's no episode yesterday, because I had issues with rendering, and I'm on 2K monitor. Also, I've zoomed in a bit more for you guys as well. So yeah, Champions League, we're in the first knockout round Champions League. We had a really tough group in that Champions League, didn't we? So the second team to try and win it. We had what group we win again? Group C. We were with PSG. So, you know, tough group in terms of winning it, but not too tough in terms of getting out of it into the second, which is kind of what I thought we would do. If we could have got another draw against PSG, then maybe we could have nicked it for top. But you know, I'll take second spot in a game in a group with PSG. And look at Bayern Munich, guys. It's curious. Bayern Munich have actually gone in Europa League. So Real Madrid. That's a bit, and so Juventus. Wow. That must be the most bizarre kind of thing I've ever seen on Foot Manager in terms of group stage of Champions League. So let's look at who's left in this thing. Because, let's have a look. First knockout round, who's left in it? City, PSG, Liverpool, and Barcelona. It's a lot easier than it was. I'm not saying we're going to be more likely to win it, but it's definitely down slightly easier with those big guys, Juventus and Bayern out of it, isn't it? So that's fantastic. That's brilliant. Minimum reach the final of the Deutsche Pokal. Again, we'll have to wait and see on that. again, it comes down to draws, doesn't it? If we get Bayern Munich at some point in that draw, we'll have to readjust that expectation. But I think we can win something this season. I think it's more likely to be the league or Deutsche Pokal. I don't think Champions League is something we're necessarily going to be winning. And the Super Cup didn't really matter, but it'd be nice to win it anyway. So let's have a look at the stats for the league and how we're getting on in ranking in terms of like goals, assists, and that kind of thing. So average possession, we are currently 8th, but we have been playing a more direct kind of football. If we were to play a short passing game, we would keep the ball a lot more often, and that possession stat would go up massively. Headers 221, ranking 9th. Ratio 9th again. Yellow cards, we've got 32 yellow cards total, which is interesting. Red cards, only 1. And points per game, we're getting 2.62 points average per game, which I think is very, very good. We're winning most of the games, that's why it's so high. The form, obviously, where joint, I'd argue a joint top with these three, really. I think, obviously, the league table doesn't lie, does it? It's showing basically the league table here, essentially, isn't it? And the form is fantastic, to be honest. The performance is actually getting better as well, which is good. Home form is okay. Only 1 defeat, which does it say it was against? No, it doesn't say it was against. I have to work that out. Away form, though, is bang on. I think that's because we play, again, I think it's because the home teams tend to attack us a bit more, maybe, or they feel they've got to. And if we play more direct football with more spaces, then we're finding more opportunities. They're saying that the home form isn't bad. So I don't know if it's a thing. Potentially. So looking at the games scored in a row, we scored every game this season, 13 in a row, which is, I think, amazing that we've got that goal return. Then you look at games without conceding. 1 game, obviously, this is current form, obviously, at the moment, so I'm not really going to get too much in depth in that. Attacking goal, we've scored 37 goals this season. 20 of them in probably Ireland. Goals per game is 2.85. Expected goals, you can see 23.83. That's what we're expected to score. So we're actually scoring more than we're expected to score, which is good. I like to see that. Penalties taken, only 2 penalties taken, 1 scored. Pass completion is 19%. Sorry. Again, I don't know if crossing is an issue in the game this year. I just feel like still I can't get a handle on the early crossing thing, where I'm trying to put the ball in the box early and they don't even want to do it, which is a bit annoying. Crossing completed, 110. Goals from corner kicks, only 1. Yeah, that's what we need to work on. Indirect free kicks, again, only 3. Indirect free kicks, 3. Pass completion ratio is 87%. Again, if we were to play the short passing stuff, we would be keeping the ball a lot more than that. We've completed 3,923 passes. I can't talk. 3,923 passes. They've done double that. Again, down to short passing. I think if we were to play short passes, then I think you'd see that skyrocket. Click chances created. We've created 8 shots for. We've got 193 shots on goal. That is very, very high. But then again, we do donate most games. Shots on target, 112. So from the 193 shots we've had on target, 112 been on target, which is, I think, a good ratio. Is it 58% ratio shot? Yes, that's not bad. Ratio 58%, yeah. Conversion rate, 19.17, which is, again, really good. I like that. Again, always get high if I can. I'm always trying to do that. Shots per game, an average 14.85. Fouls against, 196. And again, now you get into these kind of stats, which, duels per game, 2.92, and then possession loss, for example, 1,026. I love all these stats, guys. Just try and work out whether these are good or bad. Goals conceded, 9 goals conceded, which is very, very good. I like that. With the defense issues that I've got with Hummels playing a high line, it is something I'm worried about. Expected goals against, only 9.47 overall. And then down here, you got clean sheets, got 9. And then you're getting down here, it's like tackles and fouls made, and there's not really much to talk about. When you look at the attendance, we've got the average attendance by capacity, 97% of it, fantastic. Highest attendances for us. I think that's because we've got standing areas as well. So yeah, we're in a good position, really. I like where we are in this league. Obviously, because we're top. You look at the actual stats, and I want to see what our home form was. home form. Who was that one defeat against? Bayern. So realistically, the only game we've lost is the one that we realistically should be losing against. And the draw was Hoffenheim, which I think I remember it now. It was a live comment. We were 2-0 in that game, and we'd lost it. After just getting a red card early in the season. So, you know what? Apart from a freak 2-0 comeback and a red card, and they defeated Bayern Munich, but actually in a very good position in the league, actually we should be very pleased with that. And only conceded 9 goals total in the season, which is brilliant for a team who has a slow centre back alongside a fast one. That is brilliant. So, yeah, let's look at some of the stats for players and see who's getting on with things like goals and assists and that kind of thing. So you can see on the screen here we've got we've ranked the players. Can I move these guys across a bit so you can see them a bit easier on the screen? There we go. That's a bit better for you. I'm on 2K monitor. I'm on a 2K monitor, by the way, guys. So bear that in mind. 23 goals from Erling Haaland, 10 from Royce, and if someone asked about this guy in the comment section, I'll get to him in a second when we go through individual players and looking at some of the young talent and that kind of thing I want to talk about. 23, 10, 8, 6, 5, and 4. There's a bit of a good kind of spread around. Obviously, I think Haaland obviously stands out. I would like to get Sancho and Jose into like a team in the season. I think that's what we need to get at. Obviously, Haaland's got 23, that's fantastic. But if he gets injured, we need someone to back that up. And that's what I'm looking at to try and do in January. But here's the deal I'm looking at, guys. I don't want to spoil it yet because I don't it's going to happen. So I'm not going to show you on this video. But there's a pre-contract for somebody I'm trying to nail down. And he suits both what I'm talking about him. One, Jose can do. He can play left wing and striker. So can this guy I'm looking at. I'm looking at a young striker as well who can bring in immediately. So I'm going to try and bolster that attacking area up. Because I feel like if we lose Haaland to injury or, God forbid, a transfer, then we're screwed. This guy, someone asked about him, about how he's getting on. And I said, watch videos. Just soft plug in there. Yeah, he's good. He's fantastic. I love him. Still needs to can develop a lot. He's got the good traits on places shot from distance. He's better. I think he's better at inside forward. I really think he is. I just like the fact that he's got the distance shooting on him. So I want to try and utilise that. But he can play striker as well. So he's been very good this season. I think he's actually my favourite left winger now. I can't see Brandt, but then Brandt's not bad either. So Jose, for the fee we paid for, which was £50 million total, it is a very good deal. And I can't see him being a striker. I think he's going to definitely be a left inside forward. But he's been very solid, and you can see that with his stats. So on now to the next player I want to look at and talk about and see what you think about him. Bellingham. We've not played enough of him. Now, I'm still torn whether to play this guy. I did a review on him the other day. I'm just not sure where to play him. Now, the traits lean towards me playing him as AMC. But when you look at his stats, he can play midfield centre. But it's a weird one. I've got to play him because otherwise he won't develop. He's 17 years old. He could start games. I'm thinking if we get to a point whereby we are clear in the title race or well clear of fourth, maybe we cut adrift, this could be a guy I try and play a lot more. I'm going to try and force myself to play him more this season. I think we really need to try and develop him, which we possibly can. And I'm leaning towards playing him as an AMC because I like the get into the area and get forward wherever he can. So I'm leaning towards doing that as a trait for him. But wait and see on that. So next player is kind of linked to this guy as well. I want to talk about him as well. It's Giovanni Reina. Similar thing to Bellingham. He can play AMC and also CM, and I'm still not sure where to play him. I've got two wonderful talents that I want to play, but I can't play them both in AMC for obvious reasons. So I need to decide which one I want to play in midfield and which I want to play in AMC. Now, the thinking I've got is this guy is better in CM. Reason why I'm saying this is because of the traits that he doesn't have already on. Bellingham's got the traits of getting to the penalty area, which I want him to do from that position, like kind of like Bruno. Oh my God. Kind of like what Bruno does for United. This guy, I think, because of the vision he has, the technique he has, and the passing, I'm thinking we play him in a deeper role. Now, I'm not saying I'm dead cert on this. The downside to this is I don't really play an advanced playmaker or Mazzala in the midfield. I do play a box-to-box and a ball midfielder. So, it just, again, unless we say Royce is down, unless we just say Royce is going to be out of the team long-term soon, it's a weird one, guys. Your thoughts in the comment section on what you think about this, guys, because that's something I want to try and address. So, tactic-wise, let's get it on here. Because right now, that's how we're playing. An AMC. So what my thinking would be we play Bellingham in that position. And you can play as... with the channels, no. I want to... Yeah, just get probably play him in that role. And then we play Giovanni Reina there as maybe a advanced playmaker support. That's what I'm thinking of to get them both into the team long term, but I'm just not sure if it's the right idea. Your thoughts down in the comment section are very much welcoming that, and hopefully we can. I think Reina is somebody that we're not going to keep. I've got he's an AMC, and if I'm going to play an AMC player, I'm going to play somebody else. So I would like to just ditch his player right now, and but again we'll keep him out for now. He's a good backup anyway. So that's the thinking of how to get these two guys into the team. Now they might not work out. I'll still be scouting players in AMC. I'll still be scouting players in the advanced playmaker role or Mazzala role, depending on what you think guys is best to do. But I want to try. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be that these two guys have not developed because I've not played them. I want to give them a fair crack. And if they don't work out, it ain't worked out. We can then invest. So if you do buy somebody else, I can simply say, well, it's just not worked out for him in this particular scenario, and that's unfortunate. So another area of the pitch I want to have is right wing. Jadon Sancho is somebody else I'm still frustrated with. I think he's better on the left hand side, but I don't know. I can never get this guy to get double figures in the season. He misses too many chances on the right foot. He has got on him a reasonable left foot. I was trying to start the season trying to work on that to get like his what's the technique training, is it? I was trying to get it so he could work on his stronger foot, but it doesn't seem like it's possible to do that. I mean, that would be fantastic. I mean, I'm thinking maybe we just add some more final third training on him. I don't know. I really don't know what it is I can do to get this guy, because I like him on the right hand side because I've got again like Josie on the left. So he's signed a new contract. He didn't go anywhere. We've got to find to make it work. But he's got 6 goals and 7 assists, so he's not doing terrible. I just think we can do. I just think we can get more out of him in these positions, and hopefully we can work it out in the second half of the season. So the club vision guys, we have got a couple of things being worked upon. We've got youth facilities improvement been going on, and a training as well. Overall, we're doing okay with the club vision. They're not happy with that to sign players under 18 for the future. Again, I'm working on looking at players for that. They don't want me to sign players from domestic rivals. So if you have any players, guys, you reckon could fit those roles that we're looking at, ball midfielder, right winger, in the Bundesliga, then feel free to give some suggestions down below, guys. I'm not averse to looking at players from you guys in the comment section. Don't worry about the fees. I'll worry about that. That's my problem. But that's and then obviously you can see the current season. Yeah, top of the league, quarterfinal Champions League. They're looking good. It's looking very good, isn't it? And I think that is a very strong start season. In terms of the youth system, we're still looking at players. There's a couple we start of the season that I mentioned that were basically very young, and I'm still looking through them and analysing and checking them, because some of them I don't think we can loan out yet, but I'm still working on that and seeing what I can do with them. And in case you missed the last episode, we have got a golden generation coming through in the youth intake. So what I will do is I will come back in March. I will do a live com, wherever, well, not live com, I might just do a quick jump of a recording I sneak in when the youth intake comes forward, because I want to make sure that you see my instant reaction to it and you get the instant reaction as well. I'll wait and see. Again, this will may dictate our transfer policy. We've not got much money left to spend, really, so I don't think anyone's going to be sold in January. The only player I can see selling in January is, I think, Delaney, because Bayern and Barcelona want him. If they offer me like 40 million for him, I will sell him and then I'll bring in somebody else. But I don't really want to sell in January because I don't really have a target in mind. I've got one player in my mind I want to maybe try and sign in January, or two technically if we count the other deal I talked about earlier. But there's nothing really on the head. I think right now I just want to keep this ship steady, keep everything going. And Delaney is probably going to be sold in the summer. I like the role he plays, but the pace, acceleration is not there. But I love his work rate, but I need a bit more energy in midfield if I'm going to do that. So yeah. So guys, in this episode, as I said, this is going to spoil this fixtures. I've tried to not reveal it. So if you want to not see this, click off now if you're still here. So I'll give you a few seconds. Right, I'm assuming now you've clicked off. We're going to come right back for Wolfsburg and Leipzig, because Leipzig is a big game. They are basically 4th, 7th in the table, and Wolfsburg are right behind, out top of the table as well. So we're going to do those two games next, and they're going to be instantly welcomed after this episode has been done. So thank you so much for watching, folks. I will catch you all next time. If you enjoyed this, let me know in the comment section. I thought I'd try it. It's just something to touch base and get some more in-depth talks about the players and that kind of thing. It's kind of hard to do that when we're doing live comment, trying to limit the time. It's only been about 22 minutes. That's without the cuts I'm going to put in there. So let me know, guys, if you enjoyed this and your thoughts on what I've talked about as well. And I'll catch you all next time. But before you go anywhere, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well. And don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye.